All right, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Coffee with Priscilla, number 218. Can you believe it? 218. December 1st is our 1 year anniversary of doing this. Woohoo! I'm pretty excited about that. All right, let's see. What are we going to focus on today? Here we go. The moment I say positive affirmations, I step out of the victim role. I am no longer helpless. I acknowledge my own power. Oh yeah, you have mighty power. I am totally in charge of my life now. You are. Absolutely. Hi, Kim. Good morning. You absolutely are in charge. And you decide what you're passionate about, right? You get to decide these things all on your own. You do. All right, let's see what words Velma has this morning, and then we'll chat a bit. How about that? All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay. True strength is hanging on when everyone else would have given up. It is so easy to quit, but the big blessings come to those who persevere. Grow not weary in well-doing, because in due season you shall have your reward. Press on and enjoy the journey. Oh my gosh, guys, that is so true. Now, sometimes you may not be enjoying the journey, but you do need to embrace it. You do. Every trial, every circumstance, everything that we go through is preparing us for our ultimate destiny, our our passion, our spiritual gifts, our divine energy, absolutely everything, right? There's a reason why each and every one of us are on this earth. I believe that 100%. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind about that. So, as long as we are learning as we go along, it's preparing you for the huge, big thing that's going to happen. The big shift, the big change you're going to make on this world while you're here. Absolutely, positively. Now, I know it can be hard, and while you're going through it, and trust me, I've been through a long season of learning and embracing. I have. I lost my son in 2005 to suicide. It took me 7 years before I would even go to any type of group function to help me deal with that. Lots of reasons, but I'm so proud of the survivor moms that I meet all the time. Unfortunately, we have new members of the club, so to speak, all the time. I just met one on Saturday, and her son passed in May, this May. Like, that's just a few months ago, and I can't even imagine. I'm just so proud of all those moms that are able to get to group functions and seek help. And yes, I'm a strong person, but 7 years it took me, and I went somewhat kicking and screaming. Nobody forced me there. I knew I needed help. I knew that nobody understood. I knew that nobody close to me could relate to what I personally was going through. Plus, they were going through their own loss and their own grief process, right? So the ones closest to us oftentimes are not the ones that can help us. So, and my son and I had been through some really bad experiences with counselors and psychiatrists and whatnot. So we did not have a trust of people in general in that regard. That is a very, vulnerable, that's the word, vulnerable place to be. And we did not have a comfort level with others at all. So we were left to help one another, my son and I, when he was alive. And then, after he was gone, took me 7 years. Anyway, so I go to this group meeting, and, I had been given this this facility's name when my son passed, and we actually donated anybody who wanted to do something in remembrance of Cliff. We asked them to donate to this organization. Anyway, so that's where I ended up at one night in a group session, going and saying, I'm just going to go and sit there. I'm not going to talk to anybody. Now, if you've watched me at all or know me at all, you know that that was not going to happen. I was not going to sit and say nothing. Hey, Mike, good morning. So, yeah, that didn't happen. I, just started talking because there were so many other people there that their loss was like really recent, and I was just amazed that they were able to get there and share and start their grief process, right? I was just so amazed and so proud of them, and I wanted to tell them that. Good morning, Shao. And so yeah, I'm not sure how I got on this topic. Help me, guys, rein me in. But you are in charge. Oh, it's embracing the journey. I'm sorry. That's what I was speaking of. So anyway, I have had a long season of some, embracing, so to speak. But I know my true destiny. Through this process, I was originally very angry with God for taking my son, because I knew that if He wanted him to be saved, He would have, no matter what the circumstances. And He chose to take him. And at first I was very angry because my son was such a kind soul. Now, he could be a real pain, I'm not going to lie, but he had such a good heart, and you couldn't help but love him if you knew him. And yes, he would do crazy things. And anyway, so eventually I came to realize that my son was sacrificed so that others could be saved. And this is what my true destiny is. So I know, I have had a rough patch ever since then. Periodically, things would get a little better, and then they would get worse and a little better. Anyway, long story short, my burning desire, knowing what my destiny was, is what has kept me in the game, so to speak. I have to make sure that my son's name, his legacy, lives on past me. Oh, thank you, Shell. Yes, my baby Cliff. And Bubba. I have so many survivor moms that I love to death, and they're just so special to me. But this is what I'm talking about for you. Whatever your circumstance is, whatever bump in the road you're going through, try to embrace it. Good morning, Joe. Try to embrace what you're going through rather than seeing it as poor me or why did this happen or any of that stuff. Just don't do that. Don't be the victim, because it's not about you being a victim. There is something you need to learn in this journey that you're in, this downtime. And once you get to a certain point, like right now, I'm at a point where I look back and I now understand why things haven't happened before now for me. It's because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't. And didn't stop me from continuing to charge forward, because what alternative did I have? I am not leaving this earth until my son's memory is going to live on past me. And I'm saving other young adults with mental illness like I wasn't able to help him. Right? So it's those passionate, deep feelings, that drive that keeps you in the game. And those are the types of things that as long as you find out what that is, what your true destiny is, what your divine gifts are, all you need to do is figure them out. Be true to them. Absolutely every time an opportunity, a situation, anything comes up, all you have to do is say to yourself, does this get me to my destiny? Does this fulfill my gift? Am I able to share my gift through this? Or, you will know as long as you have that burning desire within. And it as long as it's a burning desire, you won't give up. I told you, I think it was yesterday, I love coming in the morning and sharing with you guys. I love positivity. I do not like negative vibes at all. I love coming on here and sharing, so nothing stops me from coming and being with you in the mornings. Absolutely nothing. Aw, sweetie. I know, Shell. I know. And your function. Yes, and that's what I say about myself is it took me a long time to get where I am fully functioning. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Shell, but we will never be who we were before we lost our child. Period. End of story. I've embraced that, excuse me, long ago. I know I'm not the person that I was before. And that's okay. I'm not meant to be. For whatever reason, I'm not meant to be. But I still have a burning desire, unlike anybody else, for this vision of mine and leaving a name for my son, and others will be healed in his name. Unlike I was able to help my son. Period. So, just make sure, get quiet every day, and yes, embrace the journey, guys. Embrace it. It's important. If you don't, there's going to be another trial. You have to embrace it, whatever it is. Really look inwards. Whenever you, let's say, you respond to somebody in a really negative way, and that's not your true nature. Stop and ask yourself, why did I react that way? What's buried inside that I'm not sure, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I react that way? Find out why. And just keep plugging along. You are amazing. You have special gifts within you, unlike anybody else. Do not look right. Do not look left. It does not matter what anybody else is doing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And yes, in the name of our boys, you betcha, we are better and we can be better. And because of them, we press on. I love you, Shell. I'm so glad you were with us today. And look at, you are totally in charge of your life now, sweetheart. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You get to decide. I'm going to read this one more time. The moment I say positive affirmations, I step out of the victim role. I am no longer helpless. I acknowledge my own power, and you have it. You absolutely do. All right, guys, listen. Somebody's on your heart, in your mind. You need to reach out to them. There's some reason why they're on your mind. They just weren't plopped there for no reason. All right, guys, you go out and knock it out of the park. Have an amazing Tuesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Love you. Bye now.